Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dog Park. I'm Ale, and today we have our PD department with us. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hey. So today we're going to be talking about this amazing launch, all the products that you have designed. But before I want to introduce you to our people out there, so we have Sam here. She's our VP of Product Development. We have Sonia. She's our Senior Product Developer. And we have Jessica. She's our PD Launch Manager. Hi.
Hi.
So let's dive in. First, I want to know what was the trend that inspired all this launch? What was that idea that said this?
So as we're launching this collection, we're really thinking of thoughtful gifting and product that people want to receive and they want to hold on to and they want to have in their home rather than traditional product that may or may not end up in a landfill.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see different materials. So that's really like the vibe of gifting. And we love seeing it. We love working with it. So were those moments, what was like the decision turning point when you were like, okay, this is the way we're going? Because we see so many products from Spector & Co. that are different from this. So it's kind of like a new era for Spector & Co. So I want to know, like, how do you get this?
So we're a new PD team. So the new Era of Spector is really a brand new, fresh team developing the product and comes with a fresh perspective. So we really have been tasked with what is the next era of Spector. And what we've done has worked for us, and that's going to maintain in our DNA. We're still going to have those great products that existed before we were here. But the next era of Spector is really a completely new direction. And we're really trying to look at the market and see where we can expand rather than just having more product that's similar to what we've been known for. So our bestsellers, they're going to continue to be our bestsellers. They're there. But as we enter the holiday gifting season, it's a really great time for us to really re-identify what is our DNA. So instead of just looking at what's in the promo market, it's what's at retail and what is items that people really do want to have as a gift. So I think that's how we get started. And then when we're line building, we're looking at details. So all of the items, there's an intense detail that we pay to. So an example is our candle box. I can use that as an example. Rather than using a very matte type of paper, we really spent a lot of time developing this textured paper that emulates the journal that has the same texture. And what we think is a really big part of gifting is the packaging that it comes in. The unboxing experience during the holiday is the gift.
Yeah, that's amazing because you can see it when you touch the products, when you guys have the opportunity to touch them, you're going to feel that it's all like a whole thing. It's cohesive. So from the product development perspective, how was that process? How was like the sourcing of the materials, like the final decision of we're going to go with this pebble material instead of like a normal one? I want you guys to tell me a little bit about it.
I think that for us, it's very different. Normal promo companies, they just go to China and they source off the vendor's collection. And I think that what we've done here is actually very special. It's something that we should be proud of because it's really all of our brain work. We created these items and we didn't just say, oh, the supplier showed me this and I took it. And that's, I think, what we're trying to explain to the people is
Absolutely.
We didn't just go to Canton Fair, pick off of a booth, and then say our job is done. We worked on these colors and these materials. And this is a huge part of what you've done.
Yeah, for sure. It goes back to what Samantha said about the details. So we picked like stuff that was more upscale, that the collection make it like live better together in terms of colors, pebbled material, and just the smallest details that maybe to some people don't see, but we just brought it to another level.
And what about the testing? Did you guys like reject so many materials? Did you guys got like a bunch of like offers and chances to see a lot of things just to land? Because like this feels like you guys like filter a lot of things.
Oh, for sure. We developed a lot. To get it to this point, we have to see every point and everything in every color, everything in every texture. And then that's how then we narrow it down. And then this is the collection that appears.
When we go to market, we have really explored all of our options and we spend a lot of time making sure that what we're curating is the best collection. So to get to the final point, we really explore all of our options to really say what is the best material. And I think that that's what we've done here.
Yeah, it really shows. That's I've been saying, and I'm gonna repeat myself over this, but it's like you see, you touch, you feel that you can use this with a brand and it can be cohesive like forever. It's like it's amazing.
A lot of brands have guidelines, right? So our job is to make it cohesive for any brand as much as possible.
Yeah.
So I think that we've really achieved that in this collection, is that any brand can envision their logo and this product will represent their brand in the highest way possible.
Yeah, something that is also that for the marketing department that we've developed the catalog at the end, it was how easy it was for us to think of merchandising, right? To think of like, okay, we have the greens, we have the burgundy, but we can also mix and match and it's going to make sense. So the color palette that you guys picked, I think it's on point. And if you have any thoughts about it, like why did you pick those colors? Out of a trend, out of like what the market, out of retail?
I think that merchandising, it starts at the really beginning.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys would agree, but it's not something you do at the end, because then it looks a bit like a pizza. Like you try to put a bunch of things together that don't make sense. Merchandising starts at the beginning of the product architecture phase. So we really get set on our colors and we're very dedicated to those colors. So we launched, let's say, 12 colors. Maybe there was 15. A few will fall out because that's the natural process of editing. But when we believe in something, we stay focused, because it's very, very easy in product to get distracted. And now this is cool and this is cool. And then it's not a clear vision of what we're doing. So we spend a lot of time, I think, Jess can also talk to this, that we spend a lot of time deciding where we're going. And sometimes I think people might think, man, they're sitting in that room for a long time and nothing's happening. But we're really getting focused. And then when we're focused and we have our product architecture and we have our roadmap, we're like a horse with blinders. We go. And we don't get sidetracked by other things unless it's really something that is a market disruptor. So I think that that's the beginning of the product cycle, is, deciding where we're going and then staying focused with that.
Like having a vision.
Exactly. Yeah. Having a vision. And then when we create a product architecture and we balance, it's really important that we develop a wide range of products. Certain things are going to work out. Certain things are not going to work out. But if we always keep focused with what the trend board is, so we create a trend board and we create almost like a persona of what we're aiming for. Once we create this trend board, we always relate back when we have an idea. Does that fit with what we're doing? Because there's so many directions you can take. But it's really important that once you pick the direction, you live in that DNA. And I think that you can see that it's very cohesive.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen by accident. I think that, Jess, how many products did we develop?
We developed, I'm going to say like 500 products, and we ended up with what you see on the table and many more. But there's a lot of SKUs that we cut, a lot of things that come in, and they're not as per what we like, basically.
Even though it's beautiful, it's not showcasing the logo properly. So I think that's a big part of also getting to the end result, is how do we make sure that it's beautiful, but it's also showcasing your brand.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned the persona. So did you guys, like in your process, thought about the persona, the emotions we want to evoke, the feelings? If you have, can you tell me something about it?
I think that Spector has a great reputation. So we are never trying to make inexpensive, cheap feeling products. So any item you're going to pick up in this collection, you're going to feel quality behind it at a really great price. And rather than, having traditional branding, how do we elevate the branding, or how do we enhance the product to brand in a way that represents what is trending now? So I think that that's the most important thing, is that the candle is heavy, or the bottle is really great quality, and the wood is top tier. So all of the quality we've put behind the design is the secret to success, is both quality and the design.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though it's products, because we sell products, it tells a story. It tells that how, as you were saying, I can give this to someone, and that someone is going to think, oh, she really thought of me. And we fantasize about this with marketing. The marketing team is like, I'm in my house. I have, for example, that candle. It's not really loud. The branding is not going to be really, really loud. But the product itself is so good. It's so well curated that when somebody goes to my house and asks me, oh, that's a beautiful candle, I'm going to be so proud of saying like, you know what? This brand gave it to me.
The evolution of how you're branding merch is not to have just a big white silk screen logo on a product. Instead, it's to give you a product you actually cherish and you will actually use, and then you will tell people about it. So that's what we're getting at, is that I think there's a lot of obviously people in promo and there's a lot of this over branded, but we're trying to take an approach of things that you actually want to use that will remind you of the brand that gave it to you, rather than just a big logo that you're going to say, I don't really want to look at this, or it's not aesthetic. Now people really care about their homes, especially in the home category.
Yeah.
People love their homes post-COVID. A lot of people still work from home.
Yeah. But also I feel like if they want to put that logo on it, that big logo, there is opportunity to do that. You know, so that's what the thought process was behind it as well. It's like you want something minimal, but then if you want something max, then it's there.
It's that balance.
That's an option. Exactly.
That perfect balance for like different type of clients, no? Because like
that's a really good.
You might love your brand, you might love your logo, and you want it big and bold, and these products can give you that as well. But if you want to be more like quiet luxury type of approach, you can also have that with this launch, and that's what, in my opinion, is amazing. We briefly touched about the home collection here, and I think this is new for Spector. We haven't done this way before. So what was that process behind it? Why do we have this acacia wood? Why do we have the candles? What is special about these candles? You know, like the lid, the soy base, wax. How and why?
So we don't decide to make one item good quality. We're really cohesive across the board. So if you purchase one item from us and you're happy with the quality and you see that, you can rest assured that the next item you buy will fall in the same DNA of the product that we're establishing, a very high standards of what we accept. So the acacia wood was a perfect example. You know, the market's flooded with bamboo product.
Yeah.
But that's just not what we think is in line with who we are. Same thing with the candle. We've decided to use, you know, scents that are not harmful and wax that's not harmful. And this is important to us because that gives trust in our brand.
Something else that stands out from this category, from this whole launch, more than colors, is the tech products. We just have two. And those are really different from what we've done in the past.
I'm so excited about these items.
I think also the thought process behind it was just, it's like what's essential, right? Everybody has a passport. And then when they travel, there's a luggage tag. So you just attach it, or you can throw it in, whatever. But the whole purpose is just to have like the same concept, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the passport. So the passport also, you carry it with you. You never let it go. So it's kind of like, and if it gets lost, well, then there's a Apple Find My, you can find it.
Exactly. My understanding is that the Apple tag, you cannot recharge it. And these items you can actually recharge, and that's going to give it an even more longer lifespan to this product. So was that part of the decision making when we choose to have these type of products for tech?
For sure, because at the end of the day, you want something that's going to make your life easy. So the way you charge your phone is the way you would charge these products. So yeah, you know, I would think so. The air tags, you have to change the battery depending how often you use it. Here, you don't really have to. You just charge it like you charge your phone or your iWatch, you know?
Yeah. I think that we took a little break from tech. It wasn't right for us at the time. And the market is flooded with cables and plugs and battery packs. And not to say that we won't ever have them again, but we'll definitely have them in the Spector way. And when I think of what is the hot trending item at the holidays, why not something that's Apple Find My compatible and something that really makes sense? You want to show off your brand, you want to identify your piece of luggage, and you want to track it in the case that it gets lost. So I think that as we launch things, it's important for us to not just launch anything under the sun. It's really with purpose. So when I think of the next era of Spector and tech, this is in line with tech that's really lifestyle driven.
Yes. Let's talk about the next chapter for Spector, or like the Spector way. Simple question. You can all chime in and tell me what do you think, but how does this launch reflect and build the path for this new era of Spector as a brand?
The momentum.
The
We're getting the
momentum.
momentum going. We're very excited. So we're launching holiday. We feel very strongly about holiday. Some of the items, the journals and the drinkware, they're going to carry on into what is 2026. But I think that 2026 can be very transformative for Spector. We have a whole new product assortment coming and a lot of SKUs, not just a small collection. So for everyone listening, I would say stay tuned, because what's next is really, I think, going to be disruptive. I think
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah. I think that the next era of Spector is just more product that people really want to use rather than like for like items.
Yeah.
We're really paving our own path forward. We're not really trying to do what other people are doing. Instead, we're really creating a DNA that we think resonates with the end user.
Would you say this collection, this launch was like a statement from us? Like, this is Spector now and this is what's coming?
I think that we've been caught up in having smaller launches in the past years. And when we went to create this collection, we really wanted to be impactful. So this is a taste of what's coming. And it's just the beginning for us, really.
Just in time for the holidays.
Exactly.
For the holidays.
So the design process is long. You've been working on this launch for so long. So I want to know if there were any aha moments or like, wow, this wasn't expected, but this now like shift the way we're doing this launch. Did you have some of those?
The paper and our new journals. Yeah. And Sonia spent a lot of time sourcing this paper. And I think that that's an example of a journey.
Yes, definitely a journey.
Okay.
But no, for sure, because you wanted everything to be right and as per your vision. So it's difficult to keep it all the same when it's not all coming from the same place, right? So that was definitely a journey, but I'm happy that we got through it and it's fun. So we just wanted it to have like this launch to be the papers to be the same all across the board and all the journals. It was challenging, but we got through it.
I think that the paper represents the future of Spector. And we really, when we were developing this paper, it seemed so simple to develop paper, but it's not as simple as it acts.
It's really not.
She's having like a flashback. But when we were at this crossroads of, do we just accept this paper or do we continue? And we decided to go forward because it's all about the next era of Spector. So if anyone gets our new journals and is touching them, you can know that Sonia lost a lot of sleep. And I think it's something to be proud of.
For sure. Yeah. And also I think what's surprising for me was, we have all these products that the colors are all the same. Not all the places made it, right? So when the bottles came in and when the candles came in, to have it all exactly match, the pens, the journals, I think that was important. So it was just a lot of hard work, but I'm happy of the result. Extremely happy.
I think we're all very proud of our collection.
Yeah, like when we first saw the products, we were in love. Like, you see them, when you feel them, it's different, no? But only by the looks, it's like, wow, it's amazing. When you get the chance to touch, smell, manipulate, then it's like, okay, these people really thought about it. Like, you can really see like the months of development here. It's like,
and I think that we all hold each other very accountable, right? So when the sample comes in, we're not kind to ourselves. Jessica's the first one to say, that's not matching. Don't approve that, right?
I try to, we want to make our life easy, but however, in this circumstance, we're very strict on colors and making sure that everything cross-merchandises together. So we're very strict on ourselves.
I think that makes, it makes our lives a little harder, but then when it gets to marketing, it helps you. And then when it gets to the distributor, it helps them. And then when it makes it to the end user, they're just so happy that the product makes sense. And that's the beginning phase of the cycle.
When you see this launch and when you see all the products and all the process, what makes you proud?
I think it's not only the merchandise that we chose and that's coming in for Spector. We never really spoke about the pricing. We have incredible pricing for all this merchandise that we're bringing in, and for the quality that we're showing, the prices are amazing. And you're going to see this. It's going to continue going on with Spector. This is our DNA for Spector right now. You know, we're trying to do quality with great pricing, basically. Although it looks very high end, and this is what we want, the pricing is incredible.
Because we want the final user to have the feeling of somebody really spent not only like money, but like thought on this.
Absolutely.
But we also want our clients to be able to have a business and to run a business with this type of merch, but with a nice price point. And I think you guys nailed it. Like this first.
That's the recipe to success. Right product, right material, right price.
Yeah. And right team.
And the right team. I was going to say.
Like you cannot do it without. This question I would love you guys to answer, each of you. If you have to describe this launch in 3 words, what would they be? Give me 3 words, 1 each.
High end.
Thoughtful.
Retail inspired.
Absolutely. So this launch has a bunch of products. All of them are amazing. But I want us to go through like which one is our favorite. Personally, I love the Perry blanket. Colors, texture, feeling. I love it.
That's a goodie.
Yeah.
I think I would say the Echo luggage tag with the Find My. That's going to be the winner.
For me, it's actually right here. It's called Marlowe. It's cushiony. It has a little bit of a puff, and of course, the beautiful pages. You know, the paper. Yeah, is my favorite.
If I have to choose one, I would say the single candle called the Summit. I love the look of it, the scent of it, and I think it's going to be a good runner.
Yeah, definitely great products. Hard to pick, huh?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking also, I love the journals because we have so many colors. The bottles, that silhouette over here, I love it as well. And I'm pretty sure some people is going to go crazy for the home collection and all the cutting boards and for the cheese.
When we can't pick and we love everything, it's a good sign.
I know.
It's a good sign that
It's like
when we love it ourselves, that the market's going to react well.
Thanks again for coming. It was really fun. I love having you guys here in the dog park. And for you guys that are looking at us, please go to our website. This collection is already there. We have a beautiful catalog. We also have the chance of Decked Out, which is going to be your tool for customize this catalog with your own logo. Go and check that out. And follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at Spector & Co.
It's a wrap.